fucked up. I did.
I just got ghosted by the first guy I went on a date with after my divorce. So I think we have a nice time. I leave, and then, you know, we talk a little bit the next day, like message back and forth, and then today I did not hear from him at all, and I see that he has unmatched me on Bumble, like deleted me off Snapchat, and blocked me on Instagram, and I'm just like... And it's really upsetting, like, not because I think this guy was going to be, like, the love of my life or because I really liked him so much.
Right, yeah, of course.
But, also because, like, whenever you have been, sorry, I don't mean to cry, but whenever you have been, like, hurt and deceived and, like, been through intimate partner betrayal and you already doubt your intuition and, like, you don't trust yourself. And, like, I've been really, really good in my healing journey so far.
Gentlemen, welcome back to Women Dating After Divorce, or should I say, trying to date after divorce, or as I like to call it, divorce. Now let's get started with this one right here, guys, because she is quite hilarious.
So I just got ghosted by the first guy I went on a date with after my divorce. We went out a couple of days ago. I downloaded Bumble 3 days ago because I was just like, okay, I'm gonna...
Before she continues mumbling, she downloaded the app 3 days ago, and 2 days ago she already had a date. Woman, am I right, guys? Like, I had a friend literally the other day tell me how he's been on Tinder for 3 months, hasn't gotten crap, and he's not an ugly guy, right? It's so easy for women, guys. It's so easy for women, not only in dating apps but in real life as well. Now in dating apps, the interest towards women is increased by the number of guys that just want to bang them, but in real life there are much more cases of men that actually want something serious. So, you know, there's no reason why this woman is first off divorce, meaning that she had from all the pool, from all the men she had to choose, she chose one with whom it didn't work, and there's no reason for her to be on dating apps now, and there's no reason for her to be single at all, because they have options all the time. So when women are single, it really showcases that they don't know how to pick men.
I, like, dip my toe back in the water and whatever. So I matched with this guy. He super swapped me. And then we started talking. He asked me to go out the next day. So we did. And we went out to eat for, like, lunch. We went and played mini golf. We went out to eat dinner. We went to his house, like, watched a movie. I thought it went really well. Like, he even said, I would usually never ask a girl out from, like, an app so quickly, but I felt really intrigued by you, or whatever. Like, he...
That's what Chad always tells them. So funny. If you happen to be attractive, just try this out, alright? Just pull the notes from your phone, or you can write them down. Just write some cheesy lines like, I don't do this usually with other women, or... You know, I find something special in you that I've never seen in any other woman, or I feel a spark between us, right? The spark that they so much like. Just say some cheesy bullcrap. You can take it out of a Twilight movie, and it always works. And then you sleep with them and you leave them. Now, am I advising you to do that? No, it's scum behavior. But hey, it works.
And I even told him, like, because we spent a lot of time together, I was like, if you need me to, like, leave or, you know, whatever, then that's fine. And he was like, no, I'm a super straight up person. Like, I'll just tell you if I'm not feeling it or whatever. So I think we have a nice time. I leave, and then, you know, we talk a little bit the next day, like, message back and forth. And then today I did not hear from him at all. And I see that he has unmatched me on Bumble, like, deleted me off Snapchat, and blocked me on Instagram. And I'm just like, our last message, like, he asked me what I was doing, and, like, I told him what I was doing, and then he opened that, and it was like, And it's really upsetting, like, not because I think this guy was going to be, like, the love of my life or because I really liked him so much, but it's more upsetting, like, the fact that this was my first, like, that was my first date since, you know, my divorce. And it's like, okay, it's going to be like that then. Like, I'm deleting this app.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that, but you're not gonna delete the app. Now, there are two possibilities here. Either she's not mentioning the fact that she slept with him, right? And the dude got what he got, and then he decided to leave because he wasn't interested in anything else. Or the guy didn't get what he wanted, and probably that's why he left, right? He wanted to be with her just for that reason, and because she was acting hard to get, he left, right? And yes, her future on the dating apps is going to be like this. Why? Because women, they do not date down, right? They don't want to settle with the guys who will actually treat her right, because they see, these women see them as beneath their level. The only guys that they want to date are the attractive ones, the ones who have self-discipline, who have good bodies, who have good salaries, and those men just have more self-respect than to settle with a divorced woman in her 30s.
But also because, like, whenever you have been, sorry, I don't mean to cry, but whenever you have been, like, hurt and deceived and, like, been through intimate partner betrayal, and you already doubt your intuition and, like, you don't trust yourself. And, like, I've been really, really good in my healing journey so far. Like, yeah, I felt like I did trust myself, and I felt like I've been doing a really good job. And then something like this happens, and it's just kind of like, maybe I overestimated, like, myself. A lot of us who have been with, like, narcissistic people, men with, like, corn or sex addictions, they most always have an avoidant attachment style, and a lot of times to adapt, we either already had or we develop a more anxious attachment style. And I've really been trying to work on that too, and, like, I've felt so comfortable in where I've been, but it's just, like, by myself. But now that it's, like, trying to factor other people into my life, it's just kind of like, I don't know how to do this part. I really don't. Definitely opening up old.
Wish you thought about that before you get a divorce, right? Now, this woman, of course, if we ask her, we're gonna get 1,001 reasons why her previous ex-husband was probably abusive and bad and didn't treat her right, and all the bad things we can hear, right? Of course, we never hear the guy's side of the story, but just, it's on you. Sorry to tell you, madam, it's on you. We should pick better men, so you wouldn't be in this place right now.
Abandonment wounds and rejection wounds, and really highlighting, like, areas that I feel like I personally need to work on before I would be comfortable putting myself back in that position. So, I mean, I guess if anything, this was just a learning experience. I do wish, of course, like, I knew why he did that. I did message him on Snapchat, which I don't know if he'll even get it or open it, because he did unadd me, but I was like, if you didn't like me, you could have just told me. And it was funny because he, like, prided himself on being so mature. And he is a year younger than me, but he has 2 kids and, like, a good job and, like, is a homeowner. And, like, I don't know. I just was not getting that vibe from him. We press forward and it'll be okay. I just want to, like, keep you guys updated on my journey, my healing journey, and as I navigate the world of, like, dating. And hopefully it's not always going to be like this.
Funny to hear about the healing journey while her eyes are soaked in tears. But guys, I should mention this. I've read so many comments from you guys, and also, life experiences of friends, that when men leave a relationship, what they usually do is they really heal. Like, first off, they don't pick the same type of woman again, ever. Second, they start to build, they start to work on their professions, on their hobbies, on their inner circle of friends, etc. And I've seen so many cases of men leave a relationship and then go upward in life, while women, in a lot of the cases, they leave the relationship, especially after divorce, especially, with single mothers. They leave one relationship that was somehow stable, that they, if they tried, they probably could have made work. And then they go from one bad guy to another bad guy to a toxic situationships, to being used, to being manipulated, right? And it just showcases, which person was to blame in the marriage. because the guy was trying all the time to make that household work, while the woman was trying to make the relationship toxic because she has an anxiety attachment style. But have you had any experience like that, gentlemen? Comment down below.
I fucked up. I did. Let's talk about it. So I shared with you guys on Saturday that I finally got the nerve to text a guy and ask him if he wanted to get drinks sometime. Well, he responded, and while he was flattered that I even asked, he's now in a relationship with somebody else. I was really mad at myself for a couple days because I was like, I've been trying to send that text for weeks and I had so much anxiety about it that I just couldn't get myself to do it. But I thought about it, and I'm a true believer that everything happens for a reason. And if him and I were supposed to do that and supposed to get together, it would have happened, and it didn't. So here's to my singleness. Someday it'll happen.
It's always so funny when women try to play men's role and actually try to, you know, pique a man's interest, or they try to initiate things. It's always so funny. Like, women make fun of men when they fail at proposing, or when they feel awkward, or, you know, they're nervous to propose or something like this. Women, you know, they giggle in groups and they tell to each other, haha, he tried to, you know, invite me over, he was pathetic, I will never go out with him, and they just laugh all together. But when they try to do that, what was it? She spent like 2 weeks preparing to send a single message. She spent like 2 weeks anxious, you know, trembling in her house, sweating, trying to message the guy. They will never be able to do what men are doing when trying to, you know, pique a woman's interest. They would never be able. All right, they wouldn't handle all the neglect that women handle on a weekly basis, right? I mean, they're not prepared to. They cannot handle rejection. Have you seen women getting rejected? It absolutely makes their blood boil. Wouldn't handle the rejection, wouldn't handle all the neglect, wouldn't handle the awkwardness, wouldn't handle the nerves to do it. It's just absolutely funny. But guys, talking about men and women initiating things, here is a woman that will give you advice on how to handle your dating experience. Let's get started.
And stop fearing dating apps. Remember the days when dating was just completely different and meeting women was a whole different ballgame? Navigating through dating apps can be really nerve-wracking, especially as you get older as a man. So what should you do? I know you might be thinking, should I mention that I'm divorced on my profile? Will it scare her away? While mentioning that you're divorced on your profile might earn you some rejection or judgment, it's really best to be honest. A good woman will appreciate an honest man.
Oh, so we're talking about good women. Good woman and dating apps. Why do those two terms just don't get along very well? You know, guys, maybe there is a good woman, not to a good woman on the dating apps, just by coincidence she stumbled upon the dating apps by mistake. But if you are on dating apps just trying to find a good traditional woman that is looking for a serious relationship and not just attention from multiple people, bad luck, man.
There is a woman out there in the dating apps that will appreciate your experience as a man.
I don't know how many people will view this, but leave me a comment down below. Have you ever in your life stumbled upon a woman on a dating app who valued you as a person? You know, with your personality, with your characteristics, with your way of talking. Have you ever stumbled upon that? Guys, dating apps are the most dehumanizing thing in human relationships. Alright, it's literally browsing through profiles like it's some sort of video game, and you pick the one who looks attractive to you. Who the hell reads bios, am I right? And especially for women, guys, I mean, a lot could be said that men just, you know, pick women who are more than 5 out of 10 and they just swipe right on all of them. But when it comes to women, they see women on dating apps, they see all men who are not a 9 out of 10 or maybe an 8 if we're lowballing it. They see them as NPCs, right? They don't see them as humans, guys. They see them as a farm of attention, and that's it. They don't consider them as an option. They don't even think about it, about the idea that maybe they could date these men. Like, they see them, if you've ever seen a 0 out of 10 woman that you will never imagine being with, actually, this is how women see all men who are beneath an 8 out of 10 on dating apps. Why? Because they have so many options, right? They have so many options here and there. Some Chad has a free Tuesday and wants to smash them, and they think that they are entitled to that level of men, right? Or if they have a 7 out of 10 guy interested in them, they will never go for a 6 out of 10. This one, guys, not the worst, to be honest. Maybe some interesting ideas coming from her. But to say that there are women out there on dating apps that want to value you as a man, absolutely not.
Want to understand where you've been. Sometimes you might find that you want to just delete these apps because of all the rejection and mismatch compatibilities. And it's really easy to be discouraged by the lack of genuine women out there. But remember, dating apps in general are really difficult for most men. However, what's most important is you want to highlight what's unique about you and your value. Your growing age and your experience is actually what a lot of women find value in, and something that most women actually are looking for. So don't let your inner fear hold you back. Take that leap of faith, create an honest profile, and be consistent at diving into the possibilities of finding a true connection with a woman.
So tell me how that goes, guys. Just create a profile, say, I like fishing and I'm 5'5" and I work at a medium paying job, but but life is not all about money. I do appreciate a good walk in the park. And tell me how that goes for you, right? I'll be waiting here. Just tell me how it goes. But guys, dating in the dating apps, it's not really that hard. I mean, when I do it, I just text women, say hi, and they say hi. When do we meet? 6'2", by the way. No, but jokes aside, it's not easy, right? It's not easy. It's not gonna work. As a man, I think that we all agree. I think that I can speak from the behalf of all men. Dating apps are just not it if you're looking for anything more than a hookup on a free day, right? They're nothing more. And if you're a guy and if you've never been on dating apps, which I've never been as well, because there's only a few things I can think that I hate more than dating apps, even though I haven't used them. But your dating experience, all right, from what I've seen, chances are, if you are not more than an 8 out of 10, you'll just spend your days swiping at women that will never text you back. And eventually, you're gonna find some man that has swiped you right because he's trying his chances on a hetero dating app. But guys, that will be all for today. Thank you for watching. Leave me your comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.